A coin is tossed 5 times. Find the probability of getting at least one tail. So over here, I've written out just 3 scenarios to make sure we're all on the same page. So you could get a tail the first time and 4 heads, or a tail, head, tail, head, tail, whatever. And this is 3 out of 32 items that would be in your sample space. The way I know there's 32, when you toss a coin, you got 2 choices the first time you toss, and then 2 times again, 2, so 5 times, 2 to the 5th is 32. So there would be 32 items in your sample space. Now, find the probability of getting at least one tail. Well, at least one tail, isn't that the same thing as, let me see, probability at least one tail? Isn't that equivalent to 1 minus the probability of all heads? See, another one in your sample space would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There would be one scenario where you got 5 heads. All the rest of your 31 possibilities will have at least one tail in it. So probability at least one tail is 1 minus the probability of all heads. So what that means is 1 minus probability of all heads. What's the probability that you get a head, a head, a head, a head, a head, a head, and head, and head, and? Isn't that 1 minus the probability of tossing a coin and getting a head is 1/2, and 1/2, and 1/2, and 1/2, and 1/2. That's 1 minus 1/2 to the 5th. That's 1 minus 1 over 32, and that's 31 over 32 would be your probability. Let's do another one. The Necktie Association of American reported that 3% of ties sold in the United States are bow ties. Okay, so probability of a bow tie is 0.03. Of course, the probability of not a bow tie would be 0.97. Find the probability that at least one purchased a bow tie. So the probability at least one purchased a bow tie, is equivalent to 1 minus the probability no one bought one. None. And that would be 1 minus the probability that their bow tie is not bought is 0.97. And that's 4 customers. So that's 0.97, erase that. 0.97 to the 4th power. The first one didn't buy bow ties, 0.97. And the next customer did not buy a bow tie. That each one of those is 0.97. 97 to the 4th because I have 4 customers. And I used my calculator and I got 0.1147.